Hello, everybody, and welcome to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. How is everybody doing this evening? We got hologram nunchuck in the chat. What is up, good sir? Castellan Fry. Hello, Castellan. Glad you got the notification. We just went live. Mex. Hey, meatbag. What's up? What's up, Mex? Welcome back to the chat. Tina is here. Hello, Tina. Hello, hologram. How are you doing? Yes. So I decided I was watching TV with the wife. She decided to go to bed early, so I figured, hey, I'll jump on for a little bit. Had another fun stream today over at Geeks and Gamers. It was awesome. And also for you guys who were not in the stream yesterday, so I am doing a stream through StreamLabs OBS. And so something that it does is every time I get a subscriber, it has a little notification. And also what it allows me to do is, since YouTube has not monetized my channel yet, what it allows me to do is it allows me to offer the opportunity for y'all to do super chat-like things. However, you have to go through a different link. So you can't just do it straight from the chat. You have to click on a link that I will be posting in right. Hold on a second. Right. I can't copy and paste. All right, well, I'm not going to be copy and pasting the link. But I think Tina has the link, so she'll probably copy and paste in a second. But if you click on that link, it'll send you to a page. You just follow the instructions. You can put your nickname, whatever, and put a message and stuff like that. So if you want to donate, if you want to support the channel, that is one way to do it, and I would greatly appreciate it. So, yeah. But how is everybody doing tonight? Has anyone seen any movies since the last time we chatted? I saw 2 movies today. I finally saw Skyscraper, and I also was able to see Leave No Trace. And Leave No Trace was an excellent, excellent independent film. Ben Foster is just a rock star. I'm so glad that he got his own film. And Skyscraper, it was fun. It was fun, but the thing that bothered me the most about Skyscraper is that there's flames all around, there's fire all around, and no one was sweating. It was like everyone was in an air-conditioned building with fake flames around them, and that kind of bothered me. I couldn't get over that. Could not get over it at all. So let me see if I can pull up the chat on my computer. All right, let's see. Let's see. Lethal Lightning is in the chat. What's up? Lethal says, ooh, fancy effects. Yes, indeed. We got the fancy effects going. I also have, guys, so I have a starting screen now. I've got a be right back screen, so that way you don't have to just stare at my window anymore. There's also an ending, and I'm going to be playing around with it. I think I can get, like, a streaming, like, scroll at the very end for, like, end credits. So, yeah, I'm slowly learning StreamLabs, slowly but surely, but it's been a lot of fun right now. But also, going back to the link for anyone that wants to donate, give like a super chat, a Streamlabs OBS super chat. I did set up a new account, so I will be interested to see if it works tonight or not. So if anyone wants to take the plunge on that, I would appreciate it. But again, you do not have to. Let us see. Where is my chat? Why isn't it showing up for me? Let's see. I want to get it up on my phone because it's just so much easier to do it that way. We got 19 people in here. That's fantastic. Let's see. Jake M says, Odin, how's it going, man? Glad to see you back on. What's the topic tonight? What's your favorite Marvel film? Yeah, pretty much it's whatever you want to talk about. I talked a little bit about StreamLabs. Obviously, we can just talk about pretty much anything. Late night stream, Streamlabs is something that I'm still playing around with, but I'm glad that it seems to be working. And also, I mean, movies. I saw 2 movies today, so I finally saw that. Ooh, and Mex, I see your comment. I finally finished Heir to the Empire. Man, great book. Makes me want to keep on reading. I am sad, though, that I went like several chapters without Jerus Sabaoth, so I'm assuming he's going to play a bigger role in the 2nd and 3rd books, but that had me a little bit disappointed. But overall, the book was fantastic. I love Thrawn. I love the story. And again, these are the books that should have been adapted into films. These are the movies that we should have gotten instead. And it just, oh man, it's so, so damn good. All right, let's see if I can get this up on my phone yet. I still cannot get it up. All right. So let me copy the URL and let me just tweet it out real quick, guys. So let's see. Of course, my computer is going to be slow. Awesome. I'm almost to 400 followers on Twitter too. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, Odin's Movie Blog on Twitter. We are live. And of course, MoviePass. Apparently, there was a meeting. If anyone uses MoviePass, something that you might want to know is that Mitch Lowe, apparently in a meeting today, has announced, or not to the public, of course, because why would they be honest with the public, that they are no longer going to support wide releases of big movies. So on that list is Christopher Robin, which is coming out this week, and also The Meg. So those films will not be supported in any way, at least for the foreseeable future. And it looks like that's going to be their rule of thumb going forward, is that they are not going to be offering big budget films, which is kind of one of the main reasons to get the card. So basically, Movie Pass is just digging itself a hole, and I just don't understand why they can't just, I don't know. I feel like there's so many smarter things that they could do to be able to like at least salvage whatever they have left of the service, but they're not doing it. They rather piss off people who own the service already because they don't care. They really just do not care about anyone, and it's ridiculous. All right, so I'm getting the link up now, guys. Sorry if I'm falling behind on the chats. Let's see. We got 14 likes already, 21 watching. That is great. All right, let me find the chat once again. Let's see. So Lost Soldier, LOL, Odin 4th. Castell and Fry says, I'm also heading down to Italy, so I'll watch it later. Best of luck to you. Well, Castell and Fry, thank you so much for stopping by for as long as you did. So yes, Max, I have finished Heir to the Empire, so ask any questions that you've been wanting to ask. Hologram says hello to Tina. Castell and Fry, I'm heading to Italy from Sweden in an hour. Funnily enough, it's colder down there. Wow, that's awesome. Lost Soldier says, Odin, I loved today's video. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has just shown time and time again just how incompetent she is. She should not be in charge of any company whatsoever, yet somehow she's still there. She's still listed as a producer, and I think that she's done. I cannot see why anyone in their right mind would keep someone who's made as many mistakes as she had on. So Jedi Starship says, Cassell Fry says, man, now I want to stick around. Well, stick around for as long as you can. Meg says, did Skyscraper seem like a ripoff of the Towering Inferno? I've never seen the Towering Inferno. I think there were definitely a lot of references to Die Hard. That was kind of the film that it tried to, copy. But Die Hard is just a much better film with a better story. There were definitely some entertaining elements to Skyscraper, but I just could not get around that one thing. Again, the visual effects were cool, but if you can do the CGI for the fire, why can't you just put sweat or water on your actors to make it look like they're actually hot instead of just them looking like they're in an air-conditioned room? Meg says, the lighting and white balance look better on this stream. Awesome. Great. Yes, so I did tweak things earlier before I went on the stream with Geeks and Gamers, so I think I found the right balance, so I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, the lighting is otherwise the same, so... Donald Hudson, what's up, Donald Hudson? How goes it, Asgardians? I see we're assembling tonight. Yes, we are assembling tonight after all. Again, my wife decided to go to bed early, so I figured I might as well jump on. Legal Lighting says, did you change your camera settings? It looks better. Yes, I did change my camera settings, so I'm glad to hear that it looks better. Leo says, Lando Calrissian says, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon, and I'm gonna put it in a pancake. That sounds delicious. All right, so this actually gives me a time. So I'm going to show you now what the wait screen looks like. So I'm going to go get my dogs. My dogs are going to be on the stream tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what the stream looks like when I do that. So here we go. All right, and we're live once again, so my puppies are now in the room, and they're going to be causing chaos like they normally do. Hologram says, what are your thoughts on the Avatar sequels? I really like the first one, good times. I hated the first one. I hated it. The CGI, to me, was not as good as people thought it was. The world looks beautiful. That is true. But the people just looked like giant blue Smurfs. I just did not think they looked very good. The story sucked. The story was incredibly unoriginal and was just bizarre and weird and just did not work. And again, if I wanted to see Fern Gully, if I wanted to see Pocahontas, I'd watch those films. I don't want to waste my time, waste two plus hours of my life watching an unoriginal story with not that great CGI. So I am not excited for them. I really wish they weren't happening, and it's really sad that we're going to get like 5 more Avatars, and I hope none of them make as much money as the first, and I hope that they end up making so little that he stops. That's my opinion on that. I hate Avatar. Let's see, Mech says, don't worry, you'll definitely see more of Sabaoth in Dark Force Rising. Awesome. So hyped. Cannot wait to get there. Lost Soldier says, Odin just started book 1 of The Throne tonight. Thanks for hyping it up. Pretty good so far. I know. And Lost, are you doing the audiobook? Because if you're doing the audiobook, dude, Mark Thompson is a boss. He is just so damn good at what he's doing, and I love it. I love every second of it. Let's see. Leo Line says, plan on finishing Thrawn trilogy? Damn right. So I started like the first like few seconds of the second book. So I'm definitely going to be, sorry, they're biting my chair again. So I'm definitely going to be reading it over time. So I'll keep y'all posted on that for sure. Jake M, thank you for, sorry, I missed that second part of your question. So Jake M, what's your favorite Marvel film? So it's kind of hard. Infinity War is definitely up there. Thor Ragnarok is also up there as well. So I really do like those books. I really do like, I really do like those films. First Iron Man's up there too. Guardians of the Galaxy, the original Guardians of the Galaxy is also. So if I had to choose one though, for some reason, it's none of the films I just mentioned, but for some reason, Captain America Civil War is just a damn near perfect film. I mean, to me, it's just so unique. Yes, it's a Marvel superhero film, but it's also a really great spy movie too, and I love it. So Civil War is probably, I mean, not Civil War, Civil War is also great, but I would say Captain America the Winter Soldier, which probably might be my favorite. Jason Clark says, funny theories about episode 9 is a good topic. Like, I bet Yoda will be giving Rey piggyback rides and training him in the Force. Yeah, Force Ghost Yoda, since now he can just call down lightning and engage in the physical world, will now be able to, ride on her like a backpack. Leline says, nice one, Lost Soldier. Castellan Fry says, you should be able to click on someone's name in the chat to address them. Watching on a phone, not sure how it is on a computer. No, so I do it on a phone because when I follow the chat, when I follow like the actual live chat, what happens is that it tends to jump on me. So if a lot of people start commenting and I start reading it, it jumps, and I hate having to scroll back every now and then. When I do it on my phone, it doesn't jump, and so that's the reason why I do it that way. Let's see. Kelly Williams says, OMB Blog, Geeks and Gamers, EVS, and World Class Visitors are the new Avengers. Dude, like, someone, I was saying this earlier, Kelly Williams, I was saying that I think it'd be awesome if someone did some, like, fan art of, like, compilations of all the different channels, because I think you could have some really cool comics. Like, you could have some really cool, just total, like, you could have just, books dedicated to it. I think it'd be so cool. Let's have some fan fiction for YouTubers. That would be really cool. Keep it clean. Don't put that Raylo Twilight nonsense in. But I mean, there could be some really cool fan fiction, especially like comic fan fiction. Hologram says MoviePass should just sell to Disney. Disney owns everything else. And also I really do think that what they need to do is, I think what would be best for them is to say, hey, everybody, what we're going to do is we're going to begin raising prices. So if you are already in the system, you'll be grandfathered in for however long you've committed to. So if you're a month-to-month person, this month for the rest of the month, you're paying the same amount, but next month you have to pay more. If you're in a year subscription like I am, you're good until your year's up, and then you're going to start paying the new fee, because that way you can just start to make those changes instead of just saying, oh, you have the service and we're not going to acknowledge the problems, but what we're going to do instead is we're just going to take away pretty much every single movie. There's another channel on YouTube who covers a lot of MoviePass news, and he has already shown that what they do now is now they're charging peak pricing for independent films, which never in a million years would be worthy of having peak pricing. So basically it looks like they're putting peak pricing on almost every film, and also now they're starting to make it so that you can't see like the big blockbuster films that are coming out. So yeah, the service is dead by no no doubt in my mind. Meg says, Odin falling behind in the chat. I know, right? It's like so unheard of that I would ever fall behind in the chat. Tyrone Dootster. Hello, Tyrone. Welcome to the chat. Nicholas Gowell. Hello, Nicholas. We got some new people in the chat. I always appreciate it. Tina says, hi again to all newcomers and all old members. Kick back with your drink of choice in Valhalla. Exactly. Alex G. What's up, Alex? Anyone else heard there is a new Venom trailer tomorrow? I did not, but I cannot wait to check it out. I hope it's better than the ones that we've had so far. Random Game User, what's up? Random, I thought you were on someone else's stream tonight. So I'm glad that you're here, but Richard says, when Odin says he's not going to be on, I just sit and wait. I know, like, there's so many times where I'm like, I'm not going to be on. Don't worry, guys, I'm not going to be on. You just, I'm taking the night off, and then I get to the point where I'm like, you know what, I have some time left. I'm going to jump on a live stream. So thank you, Richie Rich, for stopping by, as always. Hologram says, "Oh my God, what's happening?" I know, right? It's fancy. I can do the be right back. I have an ending. I have a starting screen now, and I can't wait to play around with those things. But also, guys, I do have animations too. So if anyone subscribes to the channel, there'll be an animation that'll pop up. If anyone donates, another thing will pop up too. And if anyone gives, eventually when super chats are a thing, if that day ever happens, then also those will pop up as well. So I've got some fun gifts set up for those things, and I'm still playing around with those. Super Anime Gamer, hello, Super. Welcome back to the chat. Alien is in chat. Hello, Alien. You know, always creeping in on the from the shadows. Lita Light says, "I'm very iffy with the Venom film. Doesn't look like that good so far." I agree. I agree. I am not too hyped for it, but hopefully this new trailer that's supposedly dropping tomorrow is able to make me more hyped for it. Jedi Starship says is laughing at Odin's sleep. Yes, I figured it would be a nice, a nice thing. So whenever I have to take care of my dogs, I have to take up if I ever have to pick up dog poo or have to yell at my dogs for trying to eat my damn futon, I can just, instead of just you seeing me walking around, I can just put that screen up and then take care of it. Tina says, "We are live again." Yes, indeed. Puppies. Tina's very excited for the puppies. Mr. Thistleplum says, "Have you seen Original Time yet?" I did, and it was awful. I didn't pay for it. Don't worry, because Ava DuVernay blocked me on Twitter. It's one of the proudest moments of my life was when she blocked me because I was just asking her questions about her film and why she was trying to bring identity politics into it. So that was something I got blocked for, so I decided to see it. Did not pay for it. I went to go see something else and then saw that movie after. So I didn't even pay for another film. I just went to go see it after I'd paid to see the movie beforehand, and it was total hot garbage. I was someone who was not a big fan of the book, but literally, the movie is not the book, and in the worst ways possible. It's pure identity politics with no plot, with no stories. The character, the lead actress, as far as the lead character, rather, not the actress. I mean, the actress is still young, so she could definitely grow from there, but the character was just so damn annoying, and it's like, she's the one that we're supposed to support. She's the one that we're supposed to get behind, and when she is just a annoying person, that's just not the way to do it. So she has already proven herself. Stop it. She has already proven herself to not be a very capable director, and I don't think she's going to be given any, or at least I hope that she's not given any more, big budget films in the future. I know that she already has been given one, but I have a feeling that it might be taken away. Richard Rich says, "That's a nice weight screen, but I miss the window." I know everyone misses the window, but you know what? I think it's all new stuff, and I'm loving playing around with it. Let's see. Super says, "I have more faith in the Winds of Winter or Song of Spring than in Avatar 2. I agree. Especially, I mean, we don't even know when those are going to come out, but I agree with you for sure. Hologram, Avatar equals Trigger. Got it. Yes. It's one of my least favorite films of all time. I'm not even lying or being sarcastic about that. I honestly hate that film so much. I want my life back for the time I've wasted on that film. Eric with a K says, "Question, does he wear all in black and have a forehead that looks like two prunes kissing?" What? Does he wear all black and have a forehead? What? What are you Stop. I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Thistleblum says, "I love Mark Thompson. His Star Wars recordings are amazing." He is so damn good. Again, the only thing that annoys me about him so far, and it's kind of impossible not to be annoying, is the two chapters actually that take place on Chewbacca's planet, where he does the voice of a Wookiee who speaks English. It's like, my name is I will show you where to go. And like listening to that for like 30 minutes, it's just like nails on a chalkboard. I can't take it. Lando says, "Blade is the best Marvel film, baby." Hey, you got a point. Hyperin, what's up, Hyperin? Welcome back to the chat. Hello there, Odin. The stream with Geeks and Gamers and John was awesome. Thank you. We had so much fun, and I loved it. Donald Hudson says, "I always thought Odin's sleep meant Ragnarok is around the corner. Best keep our eyes peeled for Loki, aka Brad." Yes, definitely keep an eye out for Brad for sure. Guys, leave the futon alone. You had dinner. I fed you. It was fresh food. It came in today. What's y'all's problem? All right. Let's see. Lost Soldier says, "I'm on Audible. It's a theatrical. Dennis Lawson." Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. I don't know I don't know that version. That might be the abridged version Lost. So I'd be very careful with that. The one by Mark Thompson I know is the 20th anniversary edition, and that is the full unabridged version. So just be careful with that recording because I don't know about that one. Super says, "I have no idea how they think Avatar sequels could work. The most sort of revolutionary thing about them was visuals, but the rest of the film industry has caught up now." I agree. Like we're also thinking, they're going to try and bring back the 120 frames per second, which just never worked. And are they going to try and bring? Because I've been so happy because 3D has died. Like 3D used to be a thing where every single Disney film, every movie was released in a 3D format, and now it's very rare that a movie is actually released in 3D. And Avatar to me is going to be, because James Cameron's just obsessed with it, I feel like he's going to try and push that down everyone's throats again. And if it makes any money, then the studios will follow suit, and that is something that I am not looking forward to. Lilo says, Civil War was a snooze fest for me. I liked Winter Soldier and Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I mean, I like Civil War. Civil War was fantastic, but I do love Winter Soldier. Vincent Vader, welcome back, Vincent Vader. Odin, great clan rally on the Geeks and Gamers channel earlier. Three white males together is problematic. Just trying to understand the clown world we live in now. Yeah, we joked about that too a lot. We were saying, oh man, this is just, man, three white guys on a YouTube stream. Ugh, the diversity was so lacking. Super says, don't know if you've addressed this already, but your audio sounds kind of weird and echoey to me. Minor issue, you still sound all right. Is anyone else having issues with the sound? Do I sound echoey to anyone else? I'm trying to see. I'm coming through my blue snowballs. I should sound okay. It might just be because of the room I'm in. I don't know. Maybe I've just never noticed it before. Hybrid says, I like Infinity War and Guardians of the Galaxy for the MCU. For Marvel, in general, Logan is my favorite. Yeah, Infinity War was great. Guardians of the Galaxy is also an excellent film series. And Logan was also very, very good. So now that Logan is, or at least now that the character of Wolverine is going to be going into the MCU officially, since Disney has acquired Fox, or at least those properties of Fox, I think that we could see some pretty cool things. Law Soldier says, BRB. Castellan Fry says, whoever likened these channels to the Avengers, I agree. The shared live streams are like crossovers. We even developing lore like the Doomcock Zero dichotomy. It's very true. There are so many awesome theories and awesome stories going on behind the scenes. It's fantastic. Mech says, question for all Asgardians. Are there any Naruto fans with editing experience in the stream? I have a good friend that is a fan of Naruto. He just got into it, but I don't think he doesn't have editing experience. Alex G, what's up, Alex G? How's it going? Let's see. Mechanical Warfare, welcome to the chat. Says, Odin, do you agree with me that Jeremy is a fully grown Cabbage Patch Kid? Is it because of the hair, or is it because of the personality? That's a good shout, though. Zero says, yeah, I personally think that it's all the theories, to be honest. I see them quitting after Avatar 2. I think the craze is over. I agree. Again, I think that there are because like there are people that did like Avatar. We already have someone who asked the question who likes Avatar, and I respect them for liking Avatar. But there are people out there who like it, but I think that there's almost just as many who hate it, and or who can at least admit it has not aged well. So I don't think it's not gonna make as much money as it first did. You know, it's gonna make a decent amount, especially because I think that it's a type of filmmaking that does very well overseas, which is where it made most of its money, the first Avatar film. So I definitely think that is it's going to make money, but I just don't see how it could make as much as it was before. Mr. Thistleblum says, James Gunn blocked me over a meme. Wow. Yeah, that suits them, though. It really does. Stephanie V says, I knew you would jump on. Yes. Thank you very much for jumping on. Yeah, I mean, I figured, you know what, I might as well have some time. I'm off again tomorrow. I am planning on seeing Incredibles 2 tomorrow, so I have the AMC A-List app, so I made my reservation for tomorrow around noon, so I will let y'all know on Twitter my thoughts on that. Tyrone Dudester says, do you think Obi-Wan solo film is still happening? I think it will happen, just not anytime soon. I think they're going to try and get this trilogy out of the way, and then think about where they're going to go from here. Because obviously they had plans for Solo. Because it lost money, there's just no way to justify making future Solo projects. So I honestly think that they are going to consider Obi-Wan, but they're going to want to sit back and say, what is the best way for us to do this? What is the best way going forward where we know we're not going to make huge mistakes going forward. So I do think it's still happening. It's just going to take a while. Lee Lang says, I haven't been by anyone on Twitter in ages. Yeah, I mean, I got into a back and forth with a few people who then invited like an entire group of friends, and it became this giant chat, and I had like well over like 200 notifications just from this one chat. So I've been kind of mixed on it. So I post some things on there, and I do interact with some people. I read notifications, things like that. You know, if anyone ever messages me or tweets at me, I will read it and I will respond. But yeah, I mean, I've been kind of avoiding it a lot lately because it's gotten really bad. Hologram says, add some elevator music to the new wait screen. Maybe a "we'll be right back" message to go through with it. I don't know how to do that. So if I can figure out how to add music to it, non-copyrighted music, of course, then yes. absolutely willing to do that. I like the elevator music aspect to it. Jedi Searcher says, right now I'm watching the English Naruto Shippuden episodes. Don't like the Japanese voices for Naruto. Steph, it's okay. You're late. No problem at all. Dude, I appreciate that you do yoga. If I had the patience and the flexibility for yoga, I would do it, but I just don't have the patience for it. A Great Jedi says, I just came to say hello to only the Valkyries and wonder how come they are not standing behind you looking stoic and intimidating. I would love to have my Valkyries here. That would be awesome. If we ever are able to get together, because we're not all of us are not too far from each other. So if we're ever able to get together, then we will definitely do like a proper stream with me in the center and them both looking menacing and awesome and badass on the sides. Donald Hudson says, both beautiful Valkyries are here. My night is complete. Yes, yes indeed. Dartskipio, what's up, Dartskipio? From Northern California, should I say from the gates of hell, hot, humid, and smoky as hell. Yeah, man, stay safe because I know that there's some fires going on in California again. So definitely stay safe over there. But yeah, it definitely seems like the gates of hell right now. Let's see. Mr. Thistleblum says, I know what scene you're talking about. That makes me want to listen to it. I read the Thrawn trilogy when I was in high school. Yeah, it's really good. Castellan Fry says, I really like the Norse theme. You should fit Odin's two ravens into it and the world tree. Yes. Again, since I know that it works now, because that was the first time I've actually tested it on an actual live stream, I will definitely try and play around with it. But it's definitely StreamLabs is something that I'm definitely still trying to figure out all of. Hypern says the James Cameron Avatar movie, and I meant visually it was nice, but the plot was pretty boring. District 9, I feel, is pretty underrated and was overshadowed by it that year. I agree. District 9 was fantastic. District 9 was probably one of the best films of that year, which is why I was really glad when it got nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture. And I thought it deserved it. Avatar did not. Avatar did not deserve that spot. Because I agree. I think that the plot was awful. Lee Line says Mark Thompson is pretty good. Just a few things are annoying, like his voice for Tenel Ka. Did he do? Is that who's Tenel Ka? Is that the Wookiee? Because if that's the Wookiee, then yes, I agree with you. But if that's another one, please let me know. Mr. Peabody, welcome back, Mr. Peabody. Think you need to invest in chew toys for the puppies. Try a couple of porks. I know, I really do. I mean, they have chew toys. They would just rather chew on the wood on my futon. So actually what I'm going to do, I'll be right back in a second. So I'll put my be right back screen up again for anyone that missed it. And I'm going to go grab something. So hold on. All right, I am back. I grabbed a couple of toys for them and also grabbed some spray as well. So now they're probably going to be fighting over the toys because that's what they do. I love them though. Lee the Lion says, glad you enjoyed. Yes. Point of Light Productions. Nope. What's up, Point of Light? Welcome to the chat. Point of Light Prod says, I got headphones though. Wait, so are you saying that mine sounds bad? Please let me know. Let's see. Eric, what's up? It's Odin with another video. And today, he needs to do that one time for sure. But thanks, Eric, for joining us once again. Castellan Fry says, regarding Cameron in 3D, according to Grace Randolph, he seems to do best when underestimated. We'll see. We will definitely see for sure. Mr. Thistlebaum says 3D. Hey, no. No. I think that Mr. Thistlebaum's right. 3D is a revolving fad. Next thing you know, they're going to seat people in a theater with VR headsets and pump chemicals into the air to stimulate scent and hormonal response. Well, the rest of that I understand where you're coming from, but no, VR headsets, that is something of the future. That is something that they are planning on doing. They're already playing around with that already. So VR is definitely going to be, I will say the coolest implementation of VR that I have seen is on roller coasters. I've done 2 roller coasters that have used VR, and it's pretty cool. Like it's actually done really well. So yeah, I think that's definitely going to be. What are you doing? I think that's definitely going to be something that they use in the future. Sebastian Nocturne sneaking in to drop a like. Well, thank you, Sebastian, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Random is back. Hello, Random. Um, Tina says, we didn't know All Father was going to broadcast tonight after his Geeks and Gamers appearance. We have to stay on our toes. I know. I like to keep everyone on their toes. Stormtrooper Babe. Hello, Stormtrooper Babe. Welcome to the chat. Glad to see that name in here. Hello to you. Super says, speaking of James Cameron, opinions on Titanic, and do you think James Cameron will ever break his box office records again? I don't think he will. I think someone else might at some point, but I don't think he will because I just don't. Again, I don't think Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to do it, and I don't think he has any other projects in the works that are going to be at that caliber. But as far as Titanic goes, I like Titanic. I think it's way too long. I think they could have cut out a lot of stuff with the old lady that just didn't. When you break it down, that could have been taken out and you would have still had the same story with the same emotional arcs, with the same feels and everything. So that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's too long and it doesn't have to be. Super says, maybe my headphones are just being stupid then. Easy Cheese. Hey, Odin, good seeing you tonight on Geeks and Gamers. Well, thank you very much, Easy Cheese. I appreciate that. Also, Valkyries, please drop some links in the chat. So, guys, as y'all can see, I'm not monetized yet. But if you would like to support me, and also if you would like for your name to flash on the screen and your message to flash on the screen, which is something that can be done with StreamLabs, which is what I'm using, follow the link that my Valkyries drop. Just put your nickname in and try it out. Let me know. Because I switched the accounts tonight to a different one, so I'd like to know if it's working. But, I mean, if you want to, please go ahead. If you want to support, I'd appreciate it. And if not, that's fine too. Just join the ride and have fun. Great Jedi says, I cannot wait for the Fantastic Four to join the MCU. Me too. I want to see a good Fantastic Four film because the characters are interesting enough, but we have not had a good one yet. So let's definitely hope that the MCU is able to do something with them for sure. Mr. Thistleblum says, Avatar was pretty. The world was pretty. I agree. The world, like, it looked awesome. Like, the world that was built, Pandora looked beautiful. The Na'vi did not. They did not look very good to me. Hyper says, sad that Hugh Jackman can no longer be Wolverine, though whoever is going to replace him is definitely going to be under a lot of pressure. I agree. Absolutely. I mean, to fill in his shoes is going to be very, very difficult to do. But I'm sure that they're already in the process of trying to reach out to people and are keeping their eyes open for certain things. So I definitely think whoever they choose is going to be right for the job. At least that's what I hope, especially since he played that role for like 20 years. And yeah, I really hope so. And I am also very sad, though, that we're never going to see him as Wolverine again. Alex G says the Guardians beat their first villain by holding hands and shooting purple crap out of themselves with the power of friendship. Worst MCU film by far. Oh, no, I love Guardians. I love the first Guardians. I understand where you're coming from. That's actually a really great analogy. But I love the comedy of it, so that's the reason why I like it. Random says, I'll be bouncing between chats once Midnight's Edge starts up. Doomcock is on. All right, well, thank you for that update, game user. And also go check out Random Game User. Her channel is awesome. As she is also awesome. Grey Jedi says, I've gone to the Animal Kingdom's Avatar Edition. While it is fun and interesting, my most humble opinion is it was a gamble and a waste of money. Yeah, I have no interest in going to see it because it is based off of one of my least favorite films ever. So I can understand why it's probably going to end up being a waste of money. Let's see. Mr. Thistleblum says, I'm really hoping that Katie Lucas starts stepping in on Lucas's film's decisions. That could be interesting. I really do think. I think that a Lucas involved in Lucasfilm is a good idea. Whether they're at the top or not, I think that's a decision for Disney and whatever they think is financially best. But I think that a Lucas should be involved in some way. Voorhees, what's up, Voorhees? Welcome back to the chat. With each passing day, The Force Awakens becomes more and more offensive to me. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. Especially since Carrie passed away. Yeah, absolutely. I really do think that the film, because of The Last Jedi, because everything that Lucasfilm is doing, it's just not holding up nearly as well. And let me just make sure that... Stop. What are you doing? Leave my papers alone. Thank you. I love you, but leave them alone. Let's see. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Voorhees. Mechanical Warfare says, in your opinion, do you believe that fan-made Star Wars movies have a chance to become better received thanks to the current situation of Star Wars? Depends on what you mean better received. By critics, no. Because I think that critics are still all in that same Hollywood bubble that everyone else is. So I don't think that they'll ever open themselves up to it. But as far as financially, there's a possibility for sure. I think there are enough. I mean, if you just look at all the channels like Geeks and Gamers, World Class BSers, Ethan Van Skyver, there are enough people online to support those films and to have them be financial successes. So I definitely do think that it is something that we will see as an option for the future, and I do think that it will do really, especially because Star Wars is lacking in good stories at this time. Like, could you imagine a fan-made Thrawn movie. Like I would watch it personally. I would like to support it, especially if it looks like they're going to do the character right. I would like to support it. I mean, I supported Star Wars Theory's project because it looked really good. I mean, he was putting so much work into it. I loved all the artwork that was coming out of it. It was fantastic. So I definitely think that there's definitely a possibility there. Sevi says yoga is life. Han 3000 says, good morning, and Holy Force, you're alive too. Well, thank you, Han 3000, for joining us. Yes, indeed I am. I know a lot of people are alive right now. And I don't know who to follow. Hey, whoever you want to follow. Again, I'm never going to force you to watch me. If you want to watch me, great. If not, that's fine too. Let's see. Lost Soldier says, just fixed dryer. Sexist role prevails for me. We got blessed with a new dryer today, and I had to change out the 3-prong cord to a 4. It's one step away from me creating fire. Well, I'm glad that you got it figured out. Tyrone Deuster says, will you also read the Dark Empire trilogy? Most likely. So basically, once I finish Thrawn, that's when I'm going to open it up to the chat to see what's the next trilogy or what's the next book I should read, and then whichever one gets the most recommendations will be the one that I go with. Tina says, 39 watching at 9:56. It's 10:05 right now, so only about 9 minutes behind, or 11 minutes behind, and 25 likes. Smash the like button. Yes, it does not cost a thing. We have 33 people watching right now, so hit that like button. Let's make sure we have at least 33 likes. Point of Light says, it's too bad Neil has never had to make that Halo movie. Oh, Neil Blomkamp, yeah, I agree. I think he would have done great work with the Halo film. I feel like District 9, because I think District 9 was what came in lieu of the Halo film, and I thought it was excellent, so I agree with you there. Mechanical Warfare says, 1. Jedi Starship says, Dark Empire, awesome artwork. Okay, can't wait to look into it. Half 3000 says, my God, I'm undecided between Odin and reviews for you. Again, whichever one you want to join. If you want to have both up and you just want to mute one, mute the other, like that's fine too. Where he says, cue elevator music. Mechanical Warfare says, you lied. Oh, I didn't lie. I never lied. What did I lie about? I said I wanted to add elevator music, but I don't know how to do that yet. Is that what you're saying? Let me know what I'm lying about. Hologram says, dun dun dun. Castell and Fry, have a safe trip. Mech says, Tenelka is a member of the New Jedi Order and is a contemporary with Jason and Jada Solo. Okay, so I don't think I've gotten to that character yet. So I guess that's later in the Thrawn trilogy. That's why I didn't understand. Forey says, you were gone for 17 seconds. Boo. Oh, so you counted. I see. Yeah, I mean, it did take me very long, so. Hologram says, you're here too. Mr. Thistleblum says, yep, definitely need some hold music. You can download music maker apps. Their way to use. Okay. I don't know how to make that a part of this. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't know how to add that to the StreamLabs streaming. I don't know how to do that. Max says, I don't want to say anything more because I might spoil Tenel. Oh, thank you. Okay, so all I needed to know is that that's a character that comes later into the trilogy, so I can't wait to get to that character. Where he says, James Gunn might be rehired. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, they just came out with the letter, so the entire cast of Guardians of the Galaxy came, or at least the main people in the cast, came out and wrote an open letter asking for Disney to reinstate James Gunn. They all signed it. So it'll be interesting to see whether he gets reinstated or not. I think it would be kind of foolish of them to do that, because if they do that, but then they don't reinstate Roseanne, for example, that puts them in a situation of just blatant hypocrisy. But if they don't, well, then obviously there are people who think that's the right decision, think that it's a wrong decision. So I think it's the right decision. I think that they are better off trying to hire someone like Taika Waititi to take care of Guardians 3, because I think Taika would be an amazing job with it. But I understand where you're coming from. Meg says, however, I will say that Tenelka may have the most badass lightsaber of all. She forged her lightsaber from the fang of a Rancor. Dude, now that's badass. I cannot wait to get to that. Mr. P. says, how do you know you're not just making funny faces at us when you put up the Be Right Back screen? Yeah, I purposely took my microphone off of that screen so that way it's silent. Law Soldier says, Odin sleep nice. James Gunn, hey, calm down. Go to sleep. Hey. No. My dogs are ridiculous. Let's see. Richie Rich says, James Gunn will be rehired right after Roseanne, i.e. never. Exactly my point. Don says, episode 9, it needs to be named Dead on Arrival. Nobody I know wants to see it. I agree. Even just generic film fans aren't interested in seeing it at this point. They say, I don't really care. They might go see it if it gets good reviews, but even then, it's not a guarantee that they'll actually stop. that they'll actually go out and see it. So yeah, I agree. Dreskibby says, rumor James Gunn reinstated for the sequel. Your thoughts, Odin? Yeah, I don't know who is saying that. I don't know if that's just because I would not be surprised if someone is just dropping that rumor after the open letter from the Guardians cast just to try and stir the pot, because I just don't see why they would do that at this point. Easy Cheese says, any thoughts on Alita Battle Angel coming in December? I'm not impressed by the trailers. I don't like that. I mean, I know that this might be part of the character, but I don't like how the eyes look on Alita. I'm not a fan. The trailers that I've seen so far, I have not been a fan. Hologram says, cruising back and forth. Invader6 says, see, Odin, I loaded my advanced videos up to prove a point, and it's not a conspiracy, all backed by science. Have a good night. There's hundreds of pyramids on Earth still. Invader, I watched your videos, and no. I'm sorry, it did not work. But have a good night, Invader. Hyper says, oh god, not again. I know, right? Yeah, it looks like he's done for the night. Forey says, here's a better episode 7. Kylo is the main focus. Show his rise and fall. Have Luke part ways with Han and Leia. Han and Chewie sacrifice themselves in a space battle. Give Finn more scenes with bad guys. Thoughts? Sounds good to me. That sounds a hell of a lot better than what we have right now. That's for damn sure. Matthew Kadish, what is up, Matthew Kadish? Welcome to the chat. Who would you like to see in charge of Lucasfilm other than Kathleen Kennedy? So, guys, check out Matthew Kadish. He is an amazing writer. He did a great storycraft, like a breakdown of objectively, why The Last Jedi has so many story problems. He just put another one out today that I cannot wait to read, and I'm going to do a video on it most likely once I do, and he's great. So go check him out. He's on Matthew Kadish is on Twitter as well, and I know that he's posted the links there. But who would I like to see in charge instead? I mean, it's kind of an interesting question because I don't really know. The obvious answer is Kevin Feige because of what he's done with Marvel. I just don't know if he'd be able to split his time between the two. But all that they need is someone who has experience as a producer. They need an experienced executive producer who can plan things out, who can just be the person in charge, who can just make sure that things are being consistent and have a forward-thinking mindset. That is the main thing that they need. And I would say that in conjunction with that, they need a new head of creative, and that should be Dave Filoni, hands down. Without any question, should be Dave Filoni. He shouldn't be, I don't think, at the top as the executive, as the president, but he should be the head of creative. And then at that point, they could literally find any other executive who's been in charge of any other franchise and has shown themselves to be very capable to be in charge, to make sure that everything is going right. So that's my answer to that. Leo says, I'm going to start making some lunch. I'm hungry as Star Wars fans prior to Thrawn Alliance is nice. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you ripping things again? Are you ripping things again? Hold on, guys. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My dogs are just ripping things apart. Oh, it's so frustrating. I'm going to probably put them to bed actually pretty soon. Just that way I can do the rest of the stream in silence. So if I go away again, I'm sorry. But let's see. Stop. See, and I hate when I go away because then I lose the chats. And great, now I've lost the chat. So, all right, guys. Unfortunately, I only can go back as far as 10:02 p.m. because YouTube sucks. And YouTube, if you're watching right now, if you're reviewing my channel right now, you suck. You totally suck. You are terrible for content creators. You do not care about them, and you suck. Sorry, I just had to get that out there. I'm so sick and tired of YouTube. All right, guys, and also because I can't get through the chat, I'll be right back. I'm going to put my dogs up, so sorry.